They called it Eos 7, a planet almost exactly like Earth. It had breathable air, abundant water, green landscapes, and a mild climate. After 2 decades of desperate scouting across the galaxy, Eos 7 was the first viable candidate for permanent human colonization. The Exodus Initiative funded the journey, sending 300 of the best minds, engineers, medics, and pioneers to build the new Eden. Commander Isla Vance led the mission. She had been to moons, barren rock worlds, and lifeless ice giants. This was different. The moment their shuttle broke the atmosphere and touched down on a grassy plain near a turquoise lake, she felt peace. Everyone did. No hostile fauna, no dangerous microbes. Everything was simply perfect. The colony bloomed quickly. Prefabs unfolded into homes, labs, and farms. Drones mapped the terrain and found fertile ground. Trees that looked like willows swayed gently under golden clouds. Birds, or something like birds, flew overhead in flocks. Even the planet's orbit was stable. They named the first settlement Halcyon. But then came the dreams. At first, they were beautiful. Colonists reported vivid landscapes, glowing forests, and strange but harmonious music. The dreams were calming. Some said euphoric. Isla dismissed them as stress-induced hallucinations, common in long-term space missions. But they didn't fade. They synchronized. Within a week, almost every colonist dreamed of the same place. A black ocean under a red sky, a towering spire rising from its center. No one had seen any such thing on Eos 7. But in their dreams, they could all describe it in perfect detail. Then the ocean began speaking. At first, it whispered in unknown syllables. Then the language shifted, taking shape in the voices of the dreamers' loved ones, or in memories. "Why are you here?" it asked. "You burn everything. Why?" Isla began to worry. She consulted with Dr. Nakamura, the chief neurologist, who confirmed something alarming. Brain activity during these shared dreams mirrored waking consciousness. "They're not dreams," Rin said, voice low. "It's more like direct neural engagement. Something is touching us." They deployed a scouting drone to search for the spire in the dream. It took days, but then it returned images of a structure, dark, organic, rising from the ocean like a limb frozen mid-reach, just like in the dreams. Still, the team pressed forward. Orders from Earth were clear, confirm suitability for colonization. But morale dipped. The dreams turned dark. The music became discordant. Some colonists woke up screaming. Others didn't sleep at all. A botanist named Julian Warren refused to leave her room after dreaming the ocean breathed. She swore she felt it inhaling her soul. Then came the suicides. 3 in 2 days. No notes. Just vacant stares and sudden jumps from high towers. Isla grounded all operations. "We're under psychological attack," she told Mission Control. But Earth didn't believe her. "Continue assessment," they replied. "You're under environmental stress. Protocol requires confirmation." Dr. Ren analyzed EEGs and found something horrifying: identical waveforms in all the colonists. Even those who claimed they hadn't dreamed were unconsciously syncing to some larger signal. He called it neural entrainment. Like the colony was becoming one brain, one dream. "It's learning from us," he whispered. On the 12th night, Isla dreamed too. She stood in the black ocean, the spire looming ahead. The surface pulsed like flesh. A voice, neither male nor female, echoed around her. "You came to plant your bones, but I remember the fire of your kind. You carry the storm in your hearts." She woke up gasping, a thin line of blood dripping from her nose. So did 36 others. From then on, communications to Earth started glitching. Messages would arrive blank or distorted. One transmission simply played Isla's dream back to her. Word for word. It hadn't been recorded. The colony spiraled. People started burning crops, claiming they were tainted. A technician collapsed while tearing out the comm array, shouting, "It's in the wires! It's in the wires!" Before he could be restrained, he bit off his tongue. Then came the mass sleepwalking. Drones recorded over 80 colonists walking out of the colony at night, barefoot, silent, heading toward the coast. When guards tried to intercept them, they became violent. Dr. Rin said their neural scans showed total dissociation, like they weren't even home inside their minds. That night, Isla ordered armed patrols. The colony felt more like a prison. The dreams didn't stop. The spire grew closer in every vision. Now the ocean cracked with lightning. A second voice began appearing, distorted and broken, like a radio in a storm. It said, "You are already rooted. You can't leave." They tried. Isla initiated emergency liftoff protocols. The orbiting vessel Pioneer Dawn reported engine failures. 2 shuttles attempted to launch manually. One exploded. The other made it 10 kilometers before its systems died midair. Everyone aboard was lost. Ren delivered his final analysis. "It's not just talking to us. It's assimilating us. Memories, thoughts, language. It's creating a map of our minds." He proposed something insane: go to the spire, make contact, try to negotiate. Isla was out of options. With a team of 5, she took the last functioning hovercraft to the coordinates. The ocean parted around them as if welcoming them. The spire was enormous. At its base was not stone or metal, but a membrane. Alive, breathing. They stepped forward. No weapons, no suits. The membrane opened. Inside, light pulsed in impossible colors. The team collapsed, one by one, whispering names of dead loved ones, reciting childhood songs, weeping with joy and terror. Isla remained standing. The voice returned. "You build. You forget. You destroy. You build again." She asked what it wanted. To be left alone. She asked what it was. "I am this place, and you are becoming me." She asked if they could leave. "You never could." Isla understood. The moment they landed, the process had begun. Spores in the air, water in their lungs, frequencies in their dreams. EOS 7 wasn't welcoming them, it was consuming them. The voice offered one mercy. Choose what part of you remains, the dream or the scream. Isla chose the dream. That was the last transmission from Halcyon. A month later, a rescue ship arrived. They found no bodies, no equipment, no buildings, just untouched wilderness. But sometimes, near the lake, wind sings a lullaby in a voice no one remembers. And some crew members say they've been dreaming of a spire. They never report it. They don't want it to know they've noticed.